Hey everyone, I'm Angela Williams. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a coach, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today I'm here to help you to quit self-sabotaging and practice something different instead. So first of all, what is self-sabotage? So I've heard this said, this is kind of said common language, right? So I have therapy clients, I have coaching clients, I have all sorts of people talking about self-sabotage. And what I really want you to know is that self-sabotage is when we revert back to those old unhelpful beliefs or systems or programming that gets in the way of us doing something new, something that we want to do. So a lot of times this can happen because our brains are wired almost in like a fear-based wiring. So if there's something new that's coming on the horizon that, let's say you want to expand your business, or you want to, quit your job, or you want to do something new, a speaking engagement, whatever that is, when you are faced with that and there's something new going on, a lot of times our brains are automatically wired just to kind of shut down because there's this fear that something dangerous can happen, right? We want to always be protecting ourselves, as our brains wired, always be protecting ourselves from potential hurt or rejection. So when we have the self-sabotage, it's really old stuff coming back up, we're repeating patterns, and we're just trying to protect ourselves from this unknown. So just know that, don't beat yourself up. This is kind of a normal thing that happens, but if you want to move past it, you've got to do something different. And that's what we're going to do today, a practice here. So what I want you to do is just take a minute. We're going to do a breathing, a visualization exercise. So if you're driving, don't close your eyes. If you're sitting down, I want you to get comfortable. We're going to breathe a little bit here, but I want you to close your eyes or just kind of look somewhere calming. And I want you to take a couple big deep breaths. A lot of times I have folks breathe in through their nose, fill your stomach and your lungs completely, breathe out your mouth, squeeze your abs as you're breathing out there. I will help you to take those bigger, deeper breaths. So do a couple bigger, deeper breaths. And as you do this, you might notice you're calming a little bit, bringing it to that core self where you can make those more compassionate, leader type decisions, right? Those calm decisions. All right, so once you've taken those breaths, I want you just to imagine yourself. I want you to imagine your big dream. So whether that's freedom in your business, whether that's freedom in your life, in your schedule, starting off the day, you don't have to run around and go when the alarm says go and run out the door and all the crazy things. If you don't want that, you're picturing yourself doing it right the way that you want. So think about all that. What would that look like? If you had your dream vision coming true right now. Hey Tammy, thanks for joining. If you had your dream vision coming true right now, what would that look like for you? So imagine that in your mind. What would your house be like? What would it feel like to spend money? What would it feel like to say no? Maybe those are calming decisions that would be made in the future, the vision part, right? Maybe not so much now. What would it be like in the future for you to have conversations? Would you be confident, calm, collected, know exactly what you're going to say? What does all of that look like? So I want you to think about your dreams here. What's your car look like? What's your house look like? What's your social circle look like? What does your day look like? I want you to take a moment and envision that. And hey Brittany, thanks for joining. And I want you to imagine how it would feel to go through your ideal day. And it's probably looking different from right now, just a little bit. But how does that feel? I want you to feel that as you're imagining this, going through your ideal day. Does it feel more calm? Does it feel relaxing? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel like you're in control? Notice how that feels inside. And I want you to think about your work day. What is your ideal work that you want to be doing? And how many hours do you want to dedicate to that? Is it a full week? Is it a couple days a week? What does that look like for you? Are you running one business, multiple? You've got a cause, you've got a nonprofit. What is it that you're doing? Are you writing a book? doing a podcast. All these options are open for you. So I want you to notice that and see how that feels as you're just imagine yourself going through those activities and doing them, and see how it feels, okay? And then I want you to work through your day in your mind, noticing all the things that you have that you want. And I want you just to end your day. How does that end? Do you have family that you spend it with, friends? Do you get to have a nice, relaxing bubble bath with no interruptions? What does that look like for you? Okay? Now that you have this, I want you just to sit for a moment and just think about how thankful you are that you did all the work to get here, that you feel good, that you feel relaxed, that you feel confident. Okay, so notice that. Feels good, right? It feels really great. So now what I want you to do is we're going to switch that part off for just a sec. You've got that vision. You know what that's going to feel like. And now I want you to think about what's the gap between here and where you want to be. Is it big? Is it smaller? Is it just a few adjustment shifts? Is it an income level? Is it do I need to increase the dedication? What is that? Is there confidence that you need? Do you need to have more faith? Do you need to be nicer to yourself? These are the little background things that we don't necessarily think about. We think about, those tangible, measurable items like money and cars and houses. Sometimes we measure that way, right? I want you to measure it in the way of what are the other things too? Do I need to be more thankful in general? Do I need to have more fun? How can you get that now, right? So what's the gap? Where do we need to make adjustments? Another thing I want you to think about is what do you need to help you make those adjustments? So for example, if you need to have more fun and joy in your life, you probably need to be able to say no more and structure your time more so that you can have more time for you. You need to be able to set those boundaries, right? Do you need, for the finances piece, do you need to get an app or a financial advisor to help set you up in a way that makes you feel comfortable with your money? Do you need to set a separate fund aside so that you can, have that secondary property, right? I know a lot of folks want to do that in the space that I'm in. Do you want to just have that freedom, right? That freedom of doing whatever you want with your business. So notice where the gap is, what are the percent shifts you need to make, and then know who can help you with these things. Who do you need to get support from? I know for me, this is one thing I know about myself. If I'm struggling with something and I need to make a change, I know I need that accountability. Hands down, I know that about myself because I have great intentions. I know I'm a hard worker, I'm gonna get things done. But I also need to be checking in with people because it's easy for me to get back into my hard work programming and just do, and not do the actual work that I need to do. It's all the little things that I can focus on very easily, right? So I want you to think about who is that accountability for you. Is that a coach? Is that a therapist? Is that a mentor? Is that a group of people? Think about who can help you. If it's coming home to a clean house every night, is it hiring support to keep your house clean, cook meals, whatever, right? And then thinking back to what resources do you need to fulfill that. Now, I'm laying all of this out for you because here's the thing. When you self-sabotage, you go back to old programming and it feels really easy. It just snaps back in place sometimes when you haven't done the mindset work, right? When you don't have the tools yet to completely overcome what you're trying to overcome mentally, you're gonna go back in those same patterns. So the best thing for you to do is realize your vision, come back to that often, number one, right? Know where the gap is. What do you need to work on? What do you need to put energy toward? What support do you need to hire? What is it that you actually need to get you to that vision? And then here's the thing is what you're gonna need no matter what. You're going to need that mindset support to help reroute that old programming, that old fear-based programming. You're gonna need that support daily, weekly, right? To write a new story for you, to write new beliefs and new programming for you in your mind. that's what you need the most of. If you're self-sabotaging, that's what you need the most of. When you hire a mindset coach, I do mindset work, right? When you hire a coach, and I'm going to be biased because I'm a therapist, so I have all the tools. I've already learned all of the things. Not all the things, right? I'm always learning more. But I've learned a lot to be able to help you become the master of your own thoughts and emotions and behavior. That's how it works. Thoughts impact your emotions, impact your behavior. So when you are struggling with that self-sabotage, understand the limits there. What's the pattern that I've got going on? What are the beliefs that I'm clinging to that won't allow me to go after my dream? And who can help me with that? Who can keep me accountable? Who can help me to show up in the way that I want? Who can help me build my confidence? That's what I'm here to do, to help you with all of that, all of the mindset, all of the ways that impacts your emotions and behavior, all of the ways that impacts you to hide instead of show up for your cause, your mission, and your vision, and your business. So that's what I want you to do. Whenever you identify, number one, identify those blocking beliefs, the self-sabotage, whatever you want to call it, know what's happening. And then it's, okay, know that you've got to create another story. And who can help you do that, right? So know that, keep your vision in mind, always feel the feelings, feel the goodness, feel the stuff that you were able to just tap into now in that exercise. Feel that and know that that's where we're headed, and it's okay to be scared because that's how our brain is, but we can get through it with that work, that mindset work and support. So if this is you, if you're self-sabotaging, you're like, I'm the one in my way, call me, message me, let's get on the phone, because you need that support to get to that next level. You're going to continue to do the same things over and over, and I hate that, right? I hate that wasted potential. My purpose on this earth is to help people reach their potential. That's what I want for you. So if that's you, you're noticing that, great awareness, now let's do something better. We've got to do something different if you want something different. All right, so message me. We will set up a time to talk. We will understand your big vision, what's blocking you, what's keeping you from that, and the path to get you there. Okay? All right, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments what your big vision is, and message me for more.